Hey guys, today I am going to do just a quick little back to school makeup tutorial because school is starting. Unfortunately, summer's over and it is the first time in my life I'm not starting school, so it's really weird. But I just wanted to do a quick little back to school makeup tutorial for you guys because I know that when you're going to class, you know, you don't really need a full face of makeup, but sometimes you want to look like you didn't just roll out of bed in the morning. Some people, that's your thing. My senior year, that was my thing. But I'm going to be using some drugstore makeup and also some makeup that you can get at Sephora and stuff. And I'm going to kind of show you like what you can use from both drugstore or from if you want to use something a little bit more expensive. I'm going to give you kind of like this or that, I guess you could say, so that this can apply to everyone, whether you are on a super tight budget because, you know, you have hundreds of dollars of textbooks you have to buy, or if you have a little bit more money to splurge on makeup. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and please keep watching. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I decided I wanted to make this a little bit more personal, so I'm going to do a talk through for you guys. So, to start off, I am just going to do some light foundation. Obviously, for day-to-day wear, when you're running out the door, especially because we like to hit that snooze button as much as we possibly can before we go to class, I'm just going to show you how to have like a little refreshed face to brighten up those dark bags if you've been studying all night, or just so that you can look a little bit more awake when you do go to class. So, to start off, I am going to be using this MAC Fix Plus. Now, I like a dewy face. If you are not a person who likes that, then you can totally skip this step, no worries. But I'm going to go ahead and spritz my face. It smells so good. So Fix Plus is basically just mineralized water, but it has glycerin in it, so it will also help as an adhesive for your foundation when you do go in with that. So today, I am probably going to use the True Match Lumi, which is going to give a little bit of luminosity to the skin, but they also have the L'Oreal True Match, which is just the regular kind. So if you are more oily, you might like this one a little bit better. If you do have a little bit more money to splurge and you don't like drugstore foundations, then this Cover FX is great. It is pretty full coverage, but it's dewy and it's quick and it's easy. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and I'm going to put 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and then I'm also going to put a little bit of the Cover FX, and then I am going to put my primer mixed in with my foundation. This is going to cut out some time because you can just mix it all together and apply it to your face at one time. So I'm using the Backlight Bacca priming filter, I think it's called, and I'm just going to add a pump of that into my foundation, and then I'm going to mix all of that together, and then whatever is on my hands. Now I did put Germ-X on my hands before doing this because you don't want to go in with dirty hands. That can spread bacteria, and school brings enough stress. You don't need any added breakouts. So I'm going to take this, what's on my hand, and I'm just going to put that on to my face, whatever is left there. So then you can take whatever is your preference. You can either use a sponge, this is a Real Technique sponge, or you can use a makeup brush. This is the Morphe M439. So with whatever is already on my face, I'm going to go ahead and take that brush, and I'm just going to start buffing it into my skin. Okay, so once you're finished with your foundation, which I was careful not to get it in like right underneath my eyes. Normally I do this before I put foundation on, but I kind of forgot. So it's okay because I did avoid like directly underneath my eye. I'm going to do it now. So this is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream, and it brightens and depuffs. It is so good. This is just a little sample size of it. So I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dab that little tiny circle right there on the inner corner on both eyes, and then I'm just going to pat it out like this. And you can see already like how much brighter that part of my eye is. You want to be careful though not to put too much because eye cream can make anything that you go in over it with slip around and not stick. Now that I have that under my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take this MAC Prep and Prime. You can use concealer, but again, concealer is going to need to be set, so that's going to take more time. And I'm just going to put the tiniest little bit on that inner corner, mostly like where those dark circles are. And then I'm also going to put a little bit on my lid to conceal all of those veins and stuff that you can see. So focusing mostly on my inner corner. And then I'm also going to put just a little bit right here in those little hormonal patches on my nose. and then a little bit around my mouth. The Beauty Blender is going to work great because it's going to pick up any excess product. So if you did get a little heavy-handed, then this is going to help that. So I'm just going to push that underneath my eye, and then I'm going to take this Beauty Blender and I'm just going to kind of pounce it all over just to make sure that all of that foundation is into my skin, and this will pick up any excess. Okay, next I'm just going to go ahead and set my entire face really quickly with the powder. My favorite is this Chanel Le Tint Ultra Tenue. I don't know, everything's in French and I can't read it. But this is just a little compact, and I will usually throw this in to my backpack. I'm just gonna go and quickly fluff that all over my face. I'll take the sponge and then rub it over my eyes, just kind of like pat into my eyes, just to make sure that nothing that I put there does move. So then once your face is completely set, I do like to go in with bronzer because I don't like my face to be one-dimensional and all like one flat shape. So obviously there are a wide range of bronzers and things that you can use. Today I am going to be using this new Marc Jacobs that I have. It's the Omega bronzer. And just take any fluffy brush because, as we said, we're going to be quick with this. We are trying to run out the door to go to class. So you just want to kind of bronze up around the outer perimeters of your face. So I'm just going to take that and just kind of push it in. Next, if you want to go in with blush, you totally can. I do have this drugstore one. It is an e.l.f. blush palette that I do really, really like, and it comes with all these like really pretty shades. Honestly, you could have even used this to add some warmth to your face if you wanted to. I'm going to be using this NARS blush. I'm not going to say the name of it because it's very inappropriate and I don't like it. So I'll list it down below, but this is the brush. It's just blush. It is very, very subtle, but it's just beautiful, and it kind of gives you this natural flushed look to your face, which I think is perfect whenever you're running out of the door to go to class. So I'm just going to tap my brush in it and then tap off the excess. I usually start back and then just kind of like barely flick it. And then I like to smile when I do it so that the apples of your cheeks become prevalent. And I just kind of push it into that bronzer. As you can see, because I did that, I just have this light like flush of color on my face, and it kind of just brought a little bit of life. So I added some life to my face by brightening up my under eyes right here, and then doing a light flushed look for my blush. After that, if you want to brighten up your eyes a little bit more, like on top, if you have a little bit extra time, I'm going to show you what you can do. This is totally enough to just go to class because now you've brightened up your face. You don't look like you just rolled out of bed. Then I'm going to take this Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to tap a little bit into my brush and then tap it off. And then I'm just going to push it into my lid and kind of bring it down, just to make sure that nothing that I applied there is going to move. After you finish with that, if you do want to put on a little bit of eyeshadow, MAC Wedge, which is going to be this color right here, it is a great color for just like a natural look. So I'm just going to take it on a fluffy haired brush, and I'm literally just going to buff that into my crease. As you can see, I'm holding the brush pretty far back because I don't want too much of that product. And I'm just bringing some light to my eyes by creating a little bit more depth in my crease. It'll make this brightness that I have around the rest of my eyes, it'll bring it out a little bit more if you create some depth in your crease. If you want to go ahead and put some highlighter on the inner corner of your eyes, you can. That is going to also brighten up. So anytime you put bright colors on the inner corner or like right at the line, all towards the inside, if you put a bright color, it is going to open your eyes and make them look more awake. So, with that being said, I am going to take a little bit of this shade right here. That is MAC Blanc type. And I'm just going to take it on a pencil brush, dab just a little bit, and then push it right there on the inner corner. You can see a difference now. This side is way more bright than this side. The last thing I'm going to do that is going to brighten up my eyes is I'm going to apply some white eyeliner. You can also take an eyeliner that is the shade of your skin. I'm going to take a sponge to pull this down, and I'm going to line my waterline. As you can see, this brightened this eye up a whole lot more, but then the top of my eye looks like it's a little bit slanted down. So then I'm gonna take, I know this is really gross, I'm just going to take it and barely pull up at the top of my lid, and I'm gonna put it right in the outer corner on my upper lash line. And as you can see, that brightened up this eye so much. If you look dead on, this eye is obviously brightened up a whole lot more. This one you can see is a little bit more closed. And then once that is complete, if you want to add a little bit of highlighter in, you totally can. That is absolutely up to you. You don't have to. I know Hard Candy makes a perfect like subtle highlight. Hourglass has the ambient lighting powder, which is very subtle and very pretty. I love this MAC Soft and Gentle. I think it's just very subtle, very soft. So I'm just barely going to put just the tiniest amount, and I'm going to put it right in here just to brighten up that part of my cheek. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply a thin coat of mascara. I always start at the bottom because when I look up, it usually gets everywhere. Mascara in itself will make you look a little bit more awake than not having mascara on at all. So if you want to skip the eyeshadow or skip the liner and just put mascara, that will definitely make you look a little bit more awake. Okay, so mascara is done, and then you can either run out the door or you can go ahead and apply some chapstick, some lip gloss, whatever you prefer. Honestly, I love the Sugar Lip Scrub, which I thought I had in front of me, but now I can't find it. I also love my Chanel Sweet Beige. It is great. And then I just got this Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Now I'm just going to spritz with some Fix Plus just to make it all dewy, and that is your completed look. As I said, super easy, super quick out the door. You can take out any of these steps. You don't have to put blush, or you don't have to do the eyeliner on your eyes, or you don't have to put the eyeshadow. You can brush your brows with clear brow gel. There's so many things that you can do, but I just wanted to show you a few things that are going to brighten your face and make you look a little bit more awake, so that when you go to class, you can feel good and know that, hey, I might have just rolled out of bed 5 minutes ago, but I don't look like I did. You can make this look your own, but I just wanted to give you some tips on what I like to do. So I hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope that all of you have a wonderful, wonderful year at school. Have a great first day back, and if you've already had your first day, then I hope that you are enjoying school so far. Thank you so much for visiting, and I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!